On Tuesday, voters across Bernalillo and Santa Fe County used their voice and cast their ballot for the 2020 election. I spoke with voters and discussed why it's important to each of them to vote.
Every vote matters. I know we go by the Electoral College, but it's more than just the president that's being elected. You have people that are in the office that affect us locally, and we'll get the first-hand, wave of that if you don't like somebody that's elected, so you gotta go out and vote. It's more than just the president.
It's important for me to vote because it makes people know that I am the one in control and I can take whoever I want in office and I can boot whoever I want out of office.
I mean, if you have a right, I think you should be able to use it. And then you don't want to get taken away. So say use it to lose it.
Voting is a privilege and you shouldn't be listening to all the gossip and all the fighting, and you need to decide on who you're going to vote for when you get old enough to vote.
It's important to me to vote because it has such a strong impact, I feel, on our lives, and I feel really particularly strongly about this election more than others in the past.
This is fundamental. It's fundamental to being an American citizen. If you don't vote, I shouldn't say you shouldn't be in the country, but you shouldn't expect for anything to go your direction, you shouldn't complain if you don't vote. And it's a right and a duty.
Especially as a woman, I mean, women, they fought so hard for the privilege and the right for women like me today to be able to come and vote. So, it's an honor and a privilege, that we matter.
This election has proven to be very close, and ballots are still being counted 3 days later. This is because of record-breaking early voting and mail-in ballots.
This is my first time working an election, and it has not been as busy today, the actual election day, as I anticipated, and I think that's because there has been such a high number of early voters, which I'm really impressed by, and I'm glad to see so many people getting involved in the political process.
To vote, I wanted to get it over with. It also, I knew I'd be working, taking pictures on election day.
I wanted to promote the mail-in voting initially, and then I felt more comfortable hand-delivering the ballot since there was some concern and criticism about the post office.
Some decided to wait until November 3rd and vote in person on Election Day.
Election day, you find out a lot more information than you do the days before.
I like to come on election day, one, because I'm a teacher and it gives me time to get away from my students, and I just like to vote the day of the election.
This is our first time voting. We just turned the age, and we didn't really know much about it, and so my mom told me to just go vote today. I think I requested an absentee ballot, but I never got it. So,
while the U.S. presidential race is still underway, you can find all of the election results for the state of New Mexico at the New Mexico Secretary of State website. For News 3 New Mexico, I'm Landry Sena.